College Television Network. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby. Tonight the Wildcats hosting Thomas College. Interstate rivalry here, and Thomas College got to be feeling it a little bit tonight. This is their 5th game in 6 nights, and of course Westbrook College, that long road trip through the holidays, 9 games on the road before playing last night, victorious 76-41, so they're going to be happy to be home once again. And if you're Coach Chris Young of Thomas, you're going to be a little weary and wondering what your kids will have to offer tonight.
Well, like we said earlier, the only positive thing Chris Young can go with is this tell his kids this is preparing them for the playoffs. I'm sure the kids are mentally drained from playing 5 and 6 nights, but he's got the playoff motivation involved, so I don't think the kids will be too dead. It is a game. Everybody gets up for a game, but they've got to be mentally tired.
The Derek Vogel watch, 84 shy of tying Matt Hancock's record. Of course, 85 to break it. They predict he'll do it down in Manchester, New Hampshire against Notre Dame next Wednesday. But again, that all depends what he does here in the next couple of games. He could explode for a big one tonight.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Derek Vogel is going to break the record. I think he's more relaxed now and can just play and not worry about the record. And I think that's what we can expect to see. He probably will break it down in Manchester. He doesn't have any pressure on him now. He knows he's going to break it. So I would look to think they'd break it in Manchester as well.
As far as Thomas goes, their 2 key players, Tommy Reynolds, a transfer from St. Joe's of Maine, and of course Mahone. They got to watch him down low.
Yeah, the Mahone kid's big and strong, and going against Eric, he's going to have the weight advantage. But Eric's quick, and this kid's going to have to guard a quick work, and it'll be a good matchup. Westbrook can't go without boxing him out because he'll get cheap rebounds and put him back in. And the Reynolds, if they can keep him out of the paint and from dishing and everything, they'll do what they want. They will have accomplished what they wanted. They can't let him penetrate in and get cheap fouls on the big men.
The crowd a little better tonight. Of course, the good news is there's no storm outside tonight, but the bad news is there's another one coming. We'll be glad to get this one in. We'll take a break, back with the opening tip-off right after this. Welcome back to the Findlay Recreation Center. Jay Harper along with Ron Crosby, cameraman Steve Poulos. Westbrook College Wildcats hosting the Thomas College Terriers. Wildcats now 10-8 overall, 5-0 inside the Mayflower Conference. Of course, a non-conference game here tonight, but an interstate rivalry. And Thomas, tough loss the other night to Bates, 3-12 overall. And as we said at the top of the cast, this is their 5th game in 6 nights. Starters for Thomas College: Tommy Reynolds, the transfer from St. Joe's, Chris Mahone, Mason Dixon, Wade Plummer, Corey O'Brien. And now the starters for the Wildcats. Their point guard, floor general, Andy Lennon. Lennon, the senior out of Melrose, Massachusetts. Derek Vogel, as we said, now 85 shy of breaking the record. Corey McClure, the other senior. 3 seniors introduced first. And it's Davies, the sophomore. And Eric Wernkin, the junior. Wernkin, 7 blocked shots last night, an impressive defensive performance. Vogel had 25 last night. Lennon, 19. The Wildcats using their bench last night. Everyone getting in the scoring column. Aaron McClure went down with the ankle injury, didn't play in the majority of the second half, but he's back, laced up, and going to give it a whirl tonight. Bit surprised there. I thought with that injury, he had to ice the whole second half, that he would miss a week or so with a badly sprained ankle. Able to regroup and get it back going. Well, at least he'll test it out tonight.
Yeah, one thing about an ankle injury, he's going to be favoring it all game. Maybe it is too soon to come back, but it depends on how bad the sprain was. And if he iced it well enough last night, the swelling must have gone down. And a good tape job might make it work.
Working, jumping up with Dixon, and controlled by the Wildcats. Alley-oop's how they started last night, and it was there, but Vogel was on his way up when the ball came down at him a little too soon. Wildcats start that way, and they initiate all new teams with that play. Last night worked to perfection. Find O'Brien in the corner. His shot way off, tracked down though by Plummer. O'Brien tries again, blocked by Davies. Lennon on the push. Vogel, 3-ball. Off and rebounded by Plummer. Reynolds penetrating, nice move.
And that's one thing they've got to try to stop. That's one way they'll get beat, if they let him put it on the floor and take it right to the hoop.
Terry has come with a man-to-man defense. Get it down low to Workin. Workin goes to work. Little spin hook, won't go down. Rebounded by Mahone. Mahone tries it just inside the arc. Got it. 4-0. Reynolds with the save, but Lennon gets it. Corey McClure spinning in the lane, comes up short, fights for it. Looked like it was last touch by Plummer. They say the Wildcats last to touch. Oh, nice spin move, and he maintains on the baseline. Got away with a little shuffle step.
Away with the travel.
Vogel, no good. Davies can't get the rebound. O'Brien, 3-ball. No good. Rebound, Vogel. Wildcats trying to get on the scoreboard. Down low to Vogel. He'll draw the foul. And
one thing they're going to start doing is looking inside. They're taking too many outside jump shots, and it looks like they've got a man on the block, 4-man out. They're not even looking inside. And Coach Johnson just yelling at his big men to get in there and offensive rebound.
Chris Lotus first up off the bench. He checks in for Workin. Vogel, third in the state of Maine in free throw shooting. 148 out of 176 for an .841 percentage. And that's games through January 8th. So shooting 84% from the free throw line is Vogel. Corey McClure's sky hook way off the mark. Too far down on the baseline. Tough angle. Reynolds driving in. Another fine move in traffic. 8-1. Davies a 3-ball. Bang. Mahone left alone. Oh, nice baseline dribble move. Gets in and powers up.
Got away with, looks like he got away with another walk. Looks like he's sliding that pivot foot.
He's quick though, big guy, really got quick feet. Davies another three, comes up short, Mahone the rebound. Long outlet, down court, Plummer floats in, leaves it off for O'Brien, and Lotus will draw the personal foul. Chris Mahone, a 6'6" senior out of South China, Maine, into Erskine Academy. He's got some very quick feet, quick moves when he's got the ball down low.
Guy got a nice little crossover for a big man.
Really does. A timeout on the floor, and Coach Graffam. This time around, technical difficulties don't get a listen in on Coach Graffam in the timeout. 15:55 to go, first half. Wildcats trailing by 6, and Corey O'Brien, the 6'1" freshman out of Westbrook, Maine, at the free throw line. Full court pressure now applied by Thomas. Huntington, three. Rattles in and out. Rebound fought for. Vogel gets it. Has to dribble out of pressure. Davies to Werkin. Free throw shot. No good. Wildcats scrapping on the boards. Werkin, another try, goes in, and he'll draw the foul.
I guess being on the road is taking that shooting touch away from here. Been so long.
Huntington really struggled last night, only had 1 point, missed 4 to 5 threes. And that one just a matter of millimeters going down. That thing wanted to go in and kicked back out. Wildcats only managed 1 of 2 second time. It's 12-5. Cross-court pass looking down low for Lotus. Nice turnaround, won't go down. Werkin fights, rolls it out on the floor, and still out there. The referees call it jump ball after the melee, the scrum. And on the arrow, it is Thomas basketball. Reynolds with another fine move.
One thing they've got to do is give him a step, make him prove the outside jump shot, which that Westbrook's failing to do. Playing up on him is going to make him allow him to go by him, which gets a cheap foul on one of the players. Give him a step, see what he can do from outside.
Huntington draws a personal foul, and that's his first, team's second. As you said, yeah, Reynolds showing he can take it to the hole. You got to respect his quickness. 1 of 2, and Workin struggles for the rebound, picked up by Lennon. Vogel fakes the 3, comes inside for a 12-footer and knocks it down. Drop down pass for Parifka. He misses, and the rebound Huntington. Back come the Wildcats, trailing by 6. Workin a 3-ball. Well off the mark. And the rebound taken down by Plummer.
That's incredible.
Heel pulls up on the baseline, knocks it down. Brian Heel, the freshman from Biddeford. 15-7, Vogel a 3. Nails nylon, 15-10. Twenty-second timeout called by Chris Young of Thomas College, leading by 5, 15-10 with 13:08 to play. And obvious, Chris Young showing some great early intensity. His team is as well. And he sees them give up an easy shot and wants to talk things over.
Hopefully the kids can feed off the coach's intensity. He looks fired up.
He really does. And they have been on the road, as we said, and played now their 5th contest in 6 nights. They played against Husson in the State of Maine tournament, open round loss, 89-63. And then Westbrook, Wildcats hammered them 99-69, not seeing the same game here. And then a close loss to Farmington, 89-81. And then losers last night to Bates. Plummer, power move, and he's going to draw the foul, I believe, on Vogel. Thomas College, as we said, coming in 3-12 overall. Wildcats 10-8. Wildcats trying to put together a winning streak. This year, their longest streak has been 3 games, and that was at the beginning of the season. They started at 3-1 after the opening loss. They won 3 in a row, but other than that, there's been 1 win and a loss right behind it. They won 2 in a row against Castleton and Linden over the weekend, and we covered both those games. So 1 3-game win streak, 1 2-game, and the rest just 1 apiece. Inside Davies, and it's hammered, and he fires it up at the glass.
Yeah, Thomas is starting to play a lot more physical, Westbrook, because it's stand up to it. Davies a strong off guard. Heel can't even stay with him without fouling. Wildcats
now looking for some matchups and some isolations, and that's a good move. Corey McClure has it blocked, tipped out of there, and Plummer starts the break. They leave him alone at the free throw line, and he just pulls up, takes it, makes it. Working, pulls up. Hits the 10-footer in traffic, and it's 19-12. Thomas College with the lead, and Reynolds comes up. Whacks it off the backboard, no good.
Heads up play by Plummer.
Mackey checks in. Lennon stays there, and so the ref, you got to give me some room to come down. I was up in the air. Lennon very wisely saw the player coming at him, and as soon as he caught it up in the air, he released it, got rid of the ball, and hoping that would draw the attention away from the contact, and referee stayed with it. Davies, Aaron McClure, Andy Lennon, Corey McClure, and Matt Mackey on the floor. And Davies floating through, gets it off to McClure. They don't call the offensive foul on Davies as he rammed into Mahone.
It was a good no call. Neither one of them had, they didn't have position for one thing.
Corey McClure makes the steal. Excuse us here, a couple of technical difficulties. 21-14. And Corey McClure at the free throw line, shooting 2, the foul on Mahone. Inside dunk missed. Dixon tried it. Vogel tickles a twine for a tray, and it's now a 3-point game, 21-18. The Wildcats starting to find the range from outside and creep back in it.
Coach Graffam keeps changing up his defense. One full court trap, one half court trap, so it's confusing Thomas.
Nice block down low. Mahone blocked by McClure, and the blocking foul back on Chris Mahone. The Wildcats into the bonus already with 10:33 to go in the half. McClure makes the first, the all-important one. That's a 2-point game. Senior makes them both, and now Wildcats within 1.
Here they go, switching up their defense again.
Nice long outlet, and Thomas College collects. Tyler Graves, sophomore out of Windham, picks up his first 2. Lennon all alone, and he knocks it down.
Now they go into the half-court zone. Good job of Coach Graffam. Keep switching up his defense, keep giving Thomas a different look. They look a little confused right now.
Reynolds spinning, penetrating, leaving from home, blocked again. This time Hilchey got it. Mahone dives for the steal. Lennon going coast to coast, draws it, and they call it on the floor. Wow. Lennon will go to the line 1-and-1, but it looked like a shooting foul to me.
I think I'm not sure, but I think Coach Graffam might go back into full court. If not, he's going to go right back to that 11, which they had trouble with. It's making him use up a lot of the time, shot clock.
Mahone, after looking so impressive early, has really been a little lackadaisical going up with the basketball, not really protecting, and he's had his shot blocked twice in a row.
Well, I think he's starting to show a little bit of fatigue.
He is a big guy, and he's not getting the lift. Lennon makes them both, and now the Wildcats up one, 24-23. O'Brien back for Reynolds. Backdoor Dixon floating in, blocked by Lotus, a beauty. Shot blocked of Lennon's and saved nicely by Plummer. Back come the Terriers. Reynolds
That's what they
outside,
want.
yeah.
That's what they want.
Vogel another three. This one's short. Hilchey fighting in there and has it ripped away. Thomas wants a timeout. He'll take it. 8:29 to go. Wildcats coming back, leading by one, 24-23. And of course, right now.
Okay, so now listen to me. We're going to be vulnerable for long shots coming off on the backside, so we've got to help each other out. Okay. But let's get a trap on and then rotate. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Amazing how modern technology can work. Explain that one. Coach Bowers, we're trying to use our wireless mic that he wears for us. He's nowhere in sight. We didn't realize it till much later. The reason why we weren't getting any of the timeouts is because he wasn't on the bench with the team. Presume he's in the bathroom. Coach Bowers may be having an attack or something and rejoins the bench and the wireless up and rolling. Thomas with the ball. The Wildcats come out. Looks like they go to a 1-3-1 zone. Looking to trap out on the wings.
Oh.
Traveling called on Mason Dixon.
Isn't there a line named after him?
I bet he wishes he was down by that right now, although they probably got a little snow down there as well. Lotus down in the paint. Turnaround, not good. Workin tries to get the rebound. Vogel in and acrobatic flip up. Gets it towards the basket, draws the foul. Vogel leading inside the state in scoring, 30.4 points per game. And that's, again, through January 8th. They've played a couple games since then. Barry Schramban of Machias, 25.8. Wassenberg, 23.6 for St. Joe's. Top three in scoring. Pull-up shot by Dixon. He's fouled. Workin doesn't like it. talked about working 7 blocks last night. He was swatting everything that came his way. Wildcats' lead has been cut to 1.
Great hustle, great hustle.
Lotus, another good move, but he just can't get the short jumper to fall. A little strong on his stuff. He's got great moves, and
he's got a great lower body. Gets him that freedom, but
talking to him before the game, and he's awful tough on himself too. Averaging 6 a game for the Wildcats this year, and
seems like he's trying to throw it up there instead of shoot it up there.
very cheap foul called out on top on Corey McClure. And now that'll put Thomas at the free throw line.
I think they're trying to clean it up a little bit so it's not so rough.
The women's game prior to this one was very, very physical. And again, Lady Wildcats winning big. 2 nights in a row, they've blown out their opponent. Wade Plummer, 6'2" senior out of South China, another Erskine Academy product. Ron, you're going to have to go down to halftime, explain to the young lady why that was not a violation. Lennon recognizes the 1-3-1 trap, instructs the team prior.
Way to beat this is got to get the ball in the middle. And they're not.
Vogel 3, got it. DV with a 3. (29-27) Wildcats with a lead. I was talking with Derek's father tonight and saying, well, one thing he hasn't really done is made a lot of threes this season. Last year he used to hit a lot. Yeah, he doesn't take many this year, but tonight he is. That's all they're affording him, and I believe he's got 3 here in the first half.
I don't think it's what Thomas is allowing. I think it's just what Derek's settling for. Because we both know Derek Vogel can take any shot he wants.
Good point, Cross. Another 3, Vogel. Short, gets his own board. Spins in the paint, takes it, makes it. Prime example. They were talking about Dana Wilson of Husson College, who scored 2,471 points in his career. He broke the record a long time ago, and that was before the 3 line. They said he was a tremendous player. So that's what made us talk about Derek, saying he hasn't made that many threes, but I guess as a freshman he made quite a few, and last year he didn't do too bad in that department either. Plummer in traffic, won't go down. Foul called on Davies.
You know, Derek usually gets a feel, you know, at the beginning of the game of what he can do. And right now, it doesn't look like he's actually forcing the issue in, just settling for what he takes.
Free throw missed by Heel. There, McClure gets hammered on the way in. Good effort there by Aaron McClure, taking it to the hole. And Thomas, as you said, playing very physical and not afraid to foul. They're not going to give up anything inside too easily.
No. And they got some big bodies inside, which makes them effective.
They have the numbers, as a lot of teams we've seen come in here from Vermont. And we've seen Westbrook College, you know, like this a few times with the injuries, but only 7 or 8 bodies. You can't do that. But Thomas has a good 5 on the bench. Everyone's playing, so 10 players. He's got some bodies to use, does Coach Young, and they all play physical and not afraid to foul. Aaron McClure makes both free throws, and he'll sit down, giving the Wildcats their biggest lead of 33-27. Dixon, baseline. Nice move, floating through.
And that was allowed because Corey McClure didn't step out and take his man. He just came out and played dummy D on him.
McClure back, won't go in, fights for it. Back up. Wanted to travel on Corey McClure. I would have thought he would have been asking for the offensive foul, because when Corey got the rebound off his missed shot, he pushed off big time. He cleared out 2 bodies with the left hand. Both him and Lotus with some really nice post moves here tonight, but not getting the shot to go. He's coming up short is McClure, and Lotus coming up long. Maybe they can
get together.
Yeah, get together. Find the hole. McClure makes the free throw. It's 34-29. 4:53 to play in the half. You're watching Wildcat basketball on the Westbrook College Television Network. Ron Crosby and Jay Harper. And they have a present, Steve Poulos. High above Findlay Recreation Center. What are we, about 16 feet up? O'Brien from the corner misses. Corey McClure the rebound. Corey McClure called for steps.
I think that was an anticipated call because of Chris Young yelling at him. Unless he did slide his pivot foot, which I didn't get a good look at.
Dixon again going baseline very nicely, but he can't make the shot. And then Plummer fighting for the rebound, loses it. Mason Dixon, he's a 6'4" sophomore out of Kennebunk, Maine. Played at Kennebunk High School, it says here. And surprised I never heard of the young man playing so close to Southern Maine, where I dwell. A name like that, you thought you might have heard of it. Vogel out dribbling himself, but comes back with it. Gets it for Lotus. Lotus, double pump, nice move, won't fall. Goes back up and draws the foul. Good strong effort by Lotus, and that gets the bench up for the Wildcats. But again, Lotus frustrated with himself.
No, let's go for it. Yeah, Chris. Let's go, Hilchie.
Hilchie in for Corey McClure as we sneak a listen in to the Westbrook bench. Said earlier, nice crowd on hand tonight. What a difference from last night. And that one rattles out 1 of 2 for the big guy. It's 36-29. The Wildcats up 7. Vogel the steal. Here we go. Showtime. Oh, Derek. He doesn't even come up with a smile. I think he went up not knowing what he really wanted to do.
I agree with you there.
Changed his mind. And we were talking before the game, talking with Derek, and he said, if Eric weren't getting dunks, he said, just say it doesn't even matter. We talked about their competition.
Yeah.
He's Vogel saying he's so far out in front now, it doesn't even matter. I don't know, Derek. We might have to deduct a couple for that one.
Looked like he had a knee spasm on the way up. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think that's the biggest break-in I've seen Vogel have all season, anticipating a good one. Well. Guess it proves DV is human. Really a shame that he's going to surpass Hancock on the road, and there's no hopes of doing it at home with the next 4 games on the road. And after tonight's performance, he'll be only some 50 points or so shy. Plummer makes both free throws. It's 38-31. Lotus gets double teamed. Trying to go back out for Lennon. It's tapped out of bounds. 2:29 to go in the half. Lennon, a rare turnover. A little careless with the ball, and Thomas with a chance to cut into the lead. Nice baseline move, and it rolls and falls. It's Tyler Graves. Vogel, the catch, and goes to the hole. Can't control the left hand. Chris Young a little disgruntled over that call and might have to agree. Vogel, nothing but nylon on both free throws, and it's 40-33. Heel driving in on Lotus. Call a foul on Chris Lotus. One of two for Heel. Davies, last second, gets out of the trap. Hilchey trying to bounce it, has it taken away. Reynolds across the heel. Heel looking to lob up for Reynolds and comes up with air. 3-on-2, Wildcats to Vogel. Got it to roll.
Good body control.
Vogel. Graves 1 of 2, and Thomas is struggling from the free throw line here. Davies takes a seat with 2 personal fouls. Hilchey, a little fake, and rolls in for the easy bucket. Graves really flew at him, thinking he was going to take the 15-footer. I don't even think Hilchey was even considering it.
I don't think so either.
44-35, the Wildcats have built a 9-point lead after trailing by as many as 8 first half early. Graves has really done a nice job down low, and he continues to do some damage. Lennon, acrobatic save. Aaron McClure comes in, and Lennon.
Just a little upset at his teammate for knocking that away from him.
He had another rebound.
Yeah.
Been a demon on the boards this year. 44-37, and Terrier's looking to hold for the last shot. Heel, 3-ball, rattles in and out. Rebound down low, Plummer has it stripped. Lotus tries to fire it, has it blocked, and that'll do it in the first half. Wildcats come back from an 8-point deficit to build a 7-point lead. It's 44-37, we'll take a break. Back with you on the Westbrook College Television Network right after this. Welcome back to the Findlay Recreation Center. Jay Harper, Ron Crosby, and Steve Poulos on hand as the Wildcats get set to inbound to start the second half. Leading by 7, 44-37. Scoring that first half, All-American Derek Vogel, once again leading scorer. He had 22 points in the first half and drawing ever closer to Matt Hancock's scoring record. Chipping in with 5 points was Corey McClure, 4 for Lennon and Aaron McClure, 3 for Workin, 3 for Davies. Hilchey had a bucket, and Lotus had 1 point from the free throw line. Tyler Graves led the Terriers with 9 points, 8 for Wade Plummer, and Mason Dixon had 4, Mahone 6. Vogel goes to the rack, no good, back up, gets hammered, he'll go to the free throw line.
That's Mahone's 4th foul. He's going to be sitting for a while.
Well, that's definitely tough news for head coach Chris Young, but the good news is that Tyler Graves coming off the bench has played so well, and he's another big body, same type of player, and so Young has him to go to, and
hasn't gone to him yet.
4 fouls, he might just let Mahone play out till he gets his 5th.
Hey, I agree.
Vogel, again, so good from the free throw line, and really that's why he's being afforded to break Hancock's record and a chance at 3,000 points before this season's over, is because he's been so proficient from the free throw line. Wassenberg struggling to break the 2,000 mark, and big reason why he has is because free throws, probably losing 300 or so points at the free throw line has Wassenberg throughout his career.
At least 300. He's missed 8, 12, 10, 12 free throws a game. You know, not averaging, but he has. Over 4 years, that does add up.
Certainly does. Those are the little things that people forget or overlook. Eric Werkin draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Thomas coming out playing a very strong first 10 minutes of the first half. Looked like they tired just a bit. They got the 10 bodies, but doesn't look like the team overall is in great shape. Our problem with the clock now, it won't shut off.
Thank you, Mrs. Vogel.
Problems with the clock now. Problems with the camera got unplugged earlier on. Electronic night.
It's got to be the weather, Jay.
Yeah, it's not snowing. Probably having a problem with that. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. You're watching Westbrook College basketball on the WC TV network. 46-37 our score. Back in a moment. Welcome back to Portland in the Finley Recreation Center. The time clock has malfunctioned, and we are going to go to a junior high school clock, if you will. Cross, you probably played a few games like that with a little clock being held. Maybe you didn't, though. You might have got into the new tech age where you probably had score clocks in all your buildings, but I remember playing in those days. They had a little round clock on the scores table. Never had a clue how much time was playing in the quarters. And
I played at the boys club where three-quarters of the lights are out in the scoreboard, so you never knew what was going on anyway.
So the clock is out. We've rearranged our stuff, and a long delay, but back to play. We won't know the time, but officially just a minute into the half when it went down. So we're in between 19 and 18 minutes to play, second half. The Wildcats have built their lead to 10. Coming out and scoring the first three here in the second half. Plummer takes it, Workin gets a piece, but also draws part of the hand. That'll send Wade Plummer to the free throw line. Plummer makes both free throws. 47-39. Vogel with the ball. Goes baseline, down low to Workin. Workin trying to go up. Trapped by the basket. Goes out to Davies. Davies drives in. And he draws the foul.
He's got a deceivingly quick first step for a big kid his size. He's very effective driving into the hole.
Davies coming back, averaging 11 a game. Really has yet to find his niche here on this 95-96 Wildcat basketball team. Last year, it took him a little while to get in the flow as a freshman, but about 10 games in, he was finding it quite nicely. Sitting out the first part of the year, having to get reacquainted is taking a little time once again. Plummer drives, can't get it. Corey McClure the rebound. Lennon for Workin, Workin up and around, and no luck on that one. Reynolds inside the paint a couple of times, unable to convert. Plummer, nice, powerful move. Corey McClure, a three, long. Vogel tips and keeps the rebound alive, and Workin taps it out to Davies. Davies going to work on O'Brien, comes inside, beautiful pitch off the window. 49-41. Backdoor pass to Dixon, and he drives the Mason-Dixon line to come up and under. Davies back to Workin. Workin in. Lennon the rebound, the long outlet for Vogel. Vogel pulls up. Vogel has a couple taken away there as Workin gets called for the foul underneath.
Heads up play by Plummer, noticing Workin out of control.
(53-43). Wildcats go man. Reynolds out of control, but rolls right over to teammate. Heel the rebound down inside, and Davies blocks that. Lennon trying to set the offense. Gets it for Davies, working on Brian Heel. Vogel, beautiful. Hang, body control, bucket. (55-43). The Wildcats by 12, their biggest margin of the night. Reynolds with a good penetration, off for Plummer, back for Reynolds. Reynolds blocked by Corey McClure, and I thought they were going to call a foul, but no, they say jump ball. And that would have seemed the better call of the two. to talk to the officials in the bathroom at halftime. It's so funny to hear them talking and their perspective of the whole game, and they're saying this one, this, and you hear him say this, and it's a whole different perspective, and can appreciate it. To hear them talking, and of course the job that they have to do as Tyler Graves continues to score. That is one job. I would not be afraid to officiate any, as Vogel collects another 2, not be afraid to officiate any other sport. Basketball got to be the hardest. So quick, so much to look at each time. Heel goes in, nice move. Pace picking up as Lennon pulls up from the free throw line, misses. And Reynolds, the rebound, trying to get it done himself. Heel starting to go to work offensively, the freshman out of Biddeford.
Did you do any of his games last year?
Yeah, definitely. And again, it amazes me sometimes, but again, the growth between high school and college, those 1 or 2 years, you really start to develop, I think, as a basketball player. And anyone that has any halfway decent basketball skills should really try to play at that next level, because you really develop. And Heel, decent high school player, but really has improved in my eyes from last year to this year. Heel makes them both, and it's an 8-point game, 57-49. Huntington hanging out by the 3-point line. No one picks him up, and trying to find the range. There it is. 3 ball knocked in by Steve Huntington, and as soon as he let it launch, you could hear coaches, players all on the bench of the Wildcats say, get in there. Really want to see this kid get his confidence back. They need his outside shooting. Heel, 3 ball. No good, the long rebound. And Huntington lets it go out of bounds. It's Wildcat basketball.
That was a tough one to let go out of bounds.
Really was.
You know, nobody really had control.
Nice round the back dribble by Huntington. Passes up the shot. Davies goes for Vogel. Vogel, a 3 ball falling away, and the rebound just out of the reach of Chris Lotus. 60-49. Let's guess about 15 minutes to play, second half. Time clock broken, and we've gone to a old style alarm clock, if you will, down at the scorer's table. Heel has it tapped and poked away, and Mahone checks back in. He has 4 personals. Mahone shuffled again, got away with it. I think he's so big, the officials just don't think he has that quick feet. They don't even look down there. Lotus, high above, misses. Vogel, the rebound, ripped away by Heel. Mahone.
That's his 5th.
Throws a block at Vogel. Vogel so tough, takes it, gets right back up. Mahone, not one of your more intelligent players, as you would say, on the floor. I mean, that's just a foolish foul. You got 4 fouls. What the heck are you doing there? Well, a little bit off. 11 and a half. We guessed 15 about 30 seconds ago. Coach Chris Young using the 5th foul to Mahone, rest his players a bit and get a body back in there. Parifka, number 30, checks in, a 6'6" freshman out of Milo, Maine.
Where is Milo, Maine?
Well, I at least know the town. I can't tell you where it is because I don't travel up that way. My roommate and good friend for years since grade school has a hunting camp or fishing camp, whatever, up there. He's had it for about 10 years. Do you think I've ever been up? Not. Too far north. Davies will take a very long 3, and whoa, he drains it.
I think he had a little bit to say to Mr. Plummer as well.
63-49, and the Wildcats extend their biggest lead to 14. Wildcats go back to a zone defense, and Keel, a 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound, Graves, in and out. Rebound, though, last touch by the Wildcats. Wildcats with a turnover. Vogel. Back for Lennon, goes for Aaron McClure, and he can't contain it. Steps called. Vogel again, tips it away, the steal. Davies through traffic. Down low for Lennon, Lennon lifts up, no! And you gotta like that, a timeout on the floor as the Wildcats have built their lead to 16, and that's just pretty basketball. And
what a great follow.
Talked to Andy after the game. He's gonna tell you he laid it up there for Vogel for the jam.
Give him an assist.
9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the half. 9 minutes and 43 seconds.
9:43 to go. We'll get the word from the public address announcer. 65-49, the Wildcats up 16. They've quietly started to build and extend their lead here, picking up offensively.
Inside, I want you to be on the outside, okay? And if you got the 3, shoot it, okay? Now let's go. Come on, let's go, guys. Right here, 1, 2, 3.
Andy.
Abbreviated version of the Wildcat timeout. And Vogel saying earlier, maybe atoning for that missed jam. We'll have to talk to him about that one. But that was just a great play all the way around. Vogel started the whole thing by tipping it and getting the ball out. Davies dribbling through traffic. Lennon flashing down low. The great pass. Lennon trying to get it up. Put it off the glass, and Vogel followed. Vogel goes for Lotus. Lotus kicks way out for Davies. 3 ball from way down, no good. Loose ball, Lennon on the glass. He loves scoring down low.
Chris Lotus did a nice job keeping the ball alive, keeping that ball up, tipping that ball right to Andy.
So I think Lotus does a lot of nice little things on the floor, and he is a very good player, and he's just a couple of notches on the confidence bar away from really putting himself together. He doesn't give himself enough credit for the little things he does. That's the 6th team foul on the Terriers. Next one will send the Wildcats to the bonus, 1-1. Lotus, Lennon, Vogel, Aaron McClure.
Well, they missed that one. It clearly went right off Plummer's hand.
Matt Mackey will check in for the Wildcats, giving Andy Lennon a break. Talked about last night the excitement of coaching staff of Chris McKinney. Going to be ready to go on January 17th. Four years in the military after graduating from Lincoln Academy, and he's only 5'11", but they say he is a player.
I got to see him in practice already a couple of times, and he doesn't look like he's lost a step or anything. He fills the lanes. He doesn't look like his jump shot's as old as he's, as old as it's been since he's played. I mean, he just fits right into the system.
Well, Crosby, I played with you a couple of times on Sundays here in the last month or so. It didn't look like you lost much in your outside shot, so it doesn't always go away.
No.
Bet you wish you used to shoot threes like that back when you played here.
Took me a couple of years. Took me a lot of hard work.
67-49, the Wildcats just keep increasing the lead as they really shut down the Thomas College offense here. They have only scored 12 points in the second half. Wildcats have outscored them 23-12 here in the second half. Nice little dipsy move by Graves. He continues to be their best offense. Davies with a play called. Vogel takes it into the rack, spins up, and the offensive foul called on Vogel. A good call as he pushed off with a hand as he floated up the
I think that's
scoop.
I think that's the first offensive foul I've seen him have in 2 years.
He doesn't draw many, that's for sure. It's because of that incredible body control.
As many times as he takes it to the hole.
Montang on the baseline, trapped, and throws it away. Good defensive effort there by Westbrook College.
Coach Young just wanted him to shoot it, wouldn't shoot the ball.
Montang, the freshman out of Kennebunk. Hilchey, a three ball. Rattles in and out. Corey McClure, the pound up move, and hammered from behind by Dixon.
Cross number 32, Dixon, his first. Into the Westbrook line, number 11, Lennon, to replace number 14, Mackey.
Mackey will sit back down, and Andy Lennon checks back in. 67-51, 18-point margin for the Wildcats. Excuse me, my math's a little off there. Let's do 16. Corey McClure trying to make it 18.
Six minutes and 40 seconds, is that what he said?
I didn't hear. McClure does make it an 18-point game. 69-51. Reynolds shot blocked. Graves gets it inside, and Vogel the rebound. Dribbles out of pressure. Up for Davies. Davies, Lennon, Hilchey. Hilchey falling away, won't go down. Lennon fights for it, keeps it alive, and it falls into Bob Davies' hand. Hilchey a 3-ball again. This time he makes it. Vogel tied up on the floor with Dixon.
Shouldn't even be in that situation. Can't afford to get, tossed out for that.
Lennon the steal. Andy Lennon takes the deuce himself.
I actually thought he was going to dish it back.
I really did too. I thought he was setting something nice up for Corey McClure coming in, but starting before the game. He's a senior now. He's got to look for his points. Timeout by Thomas College. 74-51 our score. Let's listen into the Wildcat timeout, please.
Let's go here. Listen, 5:40. Okay, great. Now listen. The time and score. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to slow these guys down. We've been playing great deal after 4 or 5 minutes here. Not that we can tell by the clock. Anyway, so let's go 23 stay this time. 23 stay. Get the guy out of control, and then stay, and then rotate like a son of a gun. If we give up a layup, I'll buy it. Down here, but let's read the mismatches. If he's got a little guy on him, we'll take him. If he's got the plumber on him with 4 fouls, we'll take him. If he's got a guy on him, we'll take him. Okay, all right, we all set? Yep. Now let's go.
Come on, get the boards, guys.
Go, wow.
Now, have you found out how long Nozak's out for?
2.5 more weeks, it appears, that he'll be down.
It's a long time.
Broke the bone in his foot. Esty, indefinite.
He's had more injuries than...
This time, it's a pulled groin muscle, is what he says. And ankles, the knees, the groins, hamstrings. Reynolds finally finds Graves down low, and Tyler Graves. 74-53. The Wildcats really starting to turn it on, as they do so often. Vogel fouled again. Vogel staying calm, but you would think he's getting a little bit annoyed with the body contact by Dixon. I don't know, the enforcer on that club, Davies or Lennon, might step in and get something done here, but the referee warning Lennon and Lamontang, saying, let's keep the chippiness out of it. The next guy does something, we might toss him. But if I'm a Wildcat player and I see Vogel taking the abuse he's taken now in a game that is just about over here. Vogel definitely heading into that 30-plus.
Oh, he's definitely he's at over 30. Question is, how close is he to 40?
Exactly, and if he has a big 40 night here, he could threaten to break the record against Castleton, and that would be a travesty because we won't be on here for that one. That's this Saturday. Put back good by Dixon, 76-54, the board says. And
what did Derek Vogel say? It just doesn't matter now?
Just doesn't matter, and I don't know if that one would have mattered anyway. Very light dunk, if you will. Danny Netto checks in out of Waterville, Maine. Lamontang sits down. Now they've corrected the score. I thought that was wrong. 70-55. Vogel might be done for the night.
I would think so. I would hope so, at least. Doesn't get injured.
Lob up for Werkin, but getting back is Reynolds. Coming back for Plummer. Dish down, Davies retakes, and the foul down low on Graves. Wildcats now in the bonus situation. And a 1-on-1 for Bob Davies. So the Wildcats will move to 11-8 overall and have a deuce in the winning streak department. And next game on the road playing Castleton this Saturday. Then it's Notre Dame Wednesday and St. Joe's of Vermont the 21st on Sunday. The next home game is the 31st of January against Husson Wednesday night, and that's the night they plan to honor Derek Vogel. And going to invite the top 5 scorers. And we're missing something going on here. There's a Plummer has a bloody nose, and I believe Lotus and him got involved in something, and everybody missed it. I don't know. Lotus is going to bring him a towel. I don't know. I totally missed that.
I didn't. I think it was an elbow.
Sam out on the floor. Plummer with a bloody nose and the towel, and Lotus came over to the bench and said he caught him with an elbow. And I don't know if I want to say there's some bad blood between these teams, but now there's some red blood.
Well, the game's getting real physical down low.
It really has, and the referees have warned, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, but they've taken a lot of cheap shots at Derek Vogel. We've seen that. And
well, nothing's been done. They haven't tried anything to clean it up by calling fouls or anything, or no, nothing overwhelming.
And I don't know that Lotus, again, you might have saw it more than I did. I don't know if the elbow was intentional or not.
Well, when elbows start flying, whether intentional or not, they do damage.
Well, they certainly do. Chris Grilling got caught with another one tonight in the women's game. Just checking her teeth to see if they were loose or not. Didn't get to talk to her, but she took a big elbow in that game. And as we said, that women's game was quite chippy. And the men's game didn't really appear to be too much that way just till the last 4 or 5 minutes here.
This guy's not even using gloves.
Yeah, he does. He has one glove on, I believe. Yeah, looks like a glove on his right hand.
Well, I mean, I'm talking the trainer down here.
Oh, the trainer.
This one right here.
Yeah. Guy cleaning the floors, so. Proper way to handle blood. Today's society that we live in.
It's an awfully long time out.
Plummer seems to have gotten the blood stopped now. He's gone from the towel to a gauze pad. Very somber Findlay Recreation Center right now as we try to sort things out. We've had all kinds of problems here tonight. Clock. Now this.
Power.
We lost power.
We lost
Coach Bowers. We lost power. We lost Bowers. Coach Bowers, I talked to him at halftime and said, what happened? Where did he go? And he gets these really severe migraine headaches, he said, and he was just having a vicious one. He went out to the car to get his medicine, couldn't find any.
the time he came back in, he couldn't see out of one eye, so he went back to the car and drove to the pharmacy to buy some. He didn't have his prescription. They wouldn't sell him any, and he was not too pleased. And he said if the wireless would have worked then, we would have heard some interesting stuff, but too far out of our technology to pick that up. I guess he got some because he's on the bench and appears okay here. Lotus will stay on the floor, and Plummer still administering his nose. And Dixon, Graves, Reynolds,
NATO
will work, and also
Heel. That Heel?
no, number 30 will be Parifka. Andy Lennon, easy one. Foul called on Lotus down low.
Now, that was somewhat of a makeup call for the referee's missing of the elbow, I guess.
And Lotus, right with contact right away, is they're definitely going to go after him. It looks like Thomas is not going to back away as Neto hits a 3-ball. Actually, it's Corey O'Brien, freshman from Westbrook. Score is 80-58. Just under 4 minutes to play in the second half. The clock is down. So
no, it's 78. They gave Lennon the 2 points.
Scorekeeper struggling too, but he's going to keep that other manual clock as well, and has his hands full here tonight. 78-58. Working a 3. Falling down, but there's Lennon, put back with the left hand, and Andy Lennon gets his 2 back. O'Brien takes another 3, misses. Dixon, the nice follow, won't go down. Graves, the follow, won't go down. Graves will try again. And this time he'll get the foul, and the basket will fall.
Number 35, working.
3 minutes to play now in the second half.
Number 44, McClure. Ready to the line, shooting. 1.
You look at Andy Lennon talking about his rebound, offensive rebound putback. He has 37 offensive rebounds, 73 defensive, 110 total rebounds, averaging 6.1 rebounds per game. And All-American Derek Vogel is averaging 6.1 per game as well. That just shows you the job that Lennon is doing on the boards. Amazing. Working averaging 5'9". So actually Lennon tied for the team lead as Aaron McClure hits a 10-foot baseline jumper. And Thomas turns it over. That's pretty amazing. Think about it. Tied for the team lead in rebounds, and Vogel's had quite a few tonight, but so has Lennon, so they're right up there, working right behind the 2 of them. Aaron for Corey, and no assist there. Lennon again, oh my goodness. Each year we lose a senior or 2 that's just been a tremendous thrill to watch, as O'Brien hits another tray. Last year, of course, Kuhn and Stan Webb, and the year before, a Paul Peterson and maybe a Ron Crosby.
Definitely a maybe.
I'm just razzing you. McClure draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. This year's cast of Lennon and Vogel, those guys will be missed. So big. all the things that they do. They've been doing it for 4 years. That's the amazing thing.
Well, don't forget, I played with these guys. They were just wet behind the ears when they played, played with me.
I'm sure you schooled them and taught them well. I mean, they would not have the success
I don't
today.
I don't know about schooling anybody. I don't think that's the case.
Corey McClure been very strong from the free throw line tonight. 83-63. Knocks nylon, and he'll sit down as Garrett Hilchey checks in. Lennon, another rebound. Nice backdoor dish for Mackey. Mackey, though, misses the bunny. The referee's missing the double dribble there. That happens. Wildcats come away with the rebound nonetheless. It was Lennon again, wasn't it?
Actually, it was Hilchey.
1 minute, 10 seconds.
Buck 10 left to play.
Now, gazing at Coach Bowers, I'm not sure he's got his medicine or not. He doesn't look too comfortable.
And McClure called for the push on Dixon. So Mason will walk the Dixon line and come back up to shoot a free throw or two.
Think he's been razzed about that through his days?
I can only imagine. I don't know what possesses parents to do that to the kids. A little late whistle there. Aaron McClure rips down Graves, and Graves will go to the free throw line. He might have had some ball, but it looked like he had both hands across the wrist. It's the unrelentless Wildcat fans give the refs a little ration.
They're still going to razz the refs when they're up 30 or 40. They don't give up one bit.
Wildcats up 20, and Thomas comes with the pressure and forces Lennon to use a timeout.
I don't know why you take the ball right there anyway, especially with two guys on him. Why would you even give him the ball right there?
But as smart as Lennon is, he has the two guys right there on him, knows he's pinned in, nowhere to go. Rather than try to push or force something, he stood there for a few seconds trying to think about it. He said, well, I better just use the timeout.
He's lucky he didn't get the 3 seconds calling the paint.
I don't know. There's not been a lot of rhythm in these last two contests we've covered. Last night against Johnson and again tonight here against Thomas. It just hasn't been that rhythm, a nice flow of the game. It's a tough one to watch, tough one to call, and I'm sure some of the Wildcats would tell you it's been a tough one to play. Lennon fouled by Danny Netto.
Westbrook has shot a lot better from the free throw line this half.
Certainly have. Lennon, a business major. Talking to his mother before the Christmas break, saying if Andy had his way, he'd stay right here and just keep playing basketball.
I think Andy wants to stay in Maine. Not totally sure. He likes it up here.
Huntington, the steal, around the back, pull up a three. They won't let him. Aaron McClure pulls up, got it. Amazing he came back after that ankle injury. Doesn't really show much signs of that bother him. And, ooh. Call for the goaltend.
That didn't have a chance of going in, but he caught it on the way down.
Exactly. Probably caught that below the rim, but it looked good.
Oh, yeah.
Deceiving at first sight.
He got good points for it.
I think you get awarded 2 dunks for a goaltending call. Mackey in traffic. Whoa, pretty off the window. Way up high.
Cross number 23, someone saying his first.
Huntington up, comes up long. Neto loses it out of bounds.
How much time is left?
Too much. Whatever it is, it's too much. It's too much. 18
Seems like
too
we've been
many.
under a minute for a while here.
It's bad enough when you can see the clock. When you can't see it.
Oh, I think the shot clock is how much time's left.
Oh, that would make sense. Lennon, the fake, goes up and draws the foul with 6 seconds to play.
Cross number 32, Dixon, his third.
I'm gonna guess Vogel had 38 tonight.
No,
That's my guess.
5.
Lennon's guess, excuse me,
Lennon.
Crosby's guess is 35. Lennon's free throw makes it 90. That's what I meant to say.
As Andy goes down the court. 3 years I've been shooting like that.
And there's a bomb at the buzzer. Danny Neto drains one and kind of scoffs, untucks his shirt. And players shake hands for a final of 90-66. Well, put up that 3. It's 90-69. The last time they met, it was 99-69. So Thomas pretty average right there with their 69 points. Wildcats put another W in the column. Improved to 11-8. Thomas falls to 3-13. Played a much better first half this time around against the Wildcats, running out of steam in the second half. Wildcats once again paced by Derek Vogel and Andy Lennon. We'll take a break. Back with our final stats and post-game interviews right after this. Ron Crosby, Jay Harper, and Steve Poole is back with you at the Findlay Recreation Center, where the Wildcats prevail 90-69. Scoring in the game, well, Cros, you're a lot closer. Vogel finishing with his number, 32 points, and 53 points away now from Matt Hancock's scoring record, and it should happen in Manchester, New Hampshire against Notre Dame on Wednesday night. We'll be on hand for that one. Other scoring, Wildcats, Andy Lennon with 12, 9 for Wernken, 9 for Davies, 9 for Corey McClure, 8 points for Aaron McClure as he's got some good scoring late. Hilchey had 5 and 3 for Huntington. He had the 1-3, a deuce for Mackey on that nice move late, and 1 point for Chris Lotus. Scoring for the Terriers, they were led by Tyler Graves. He had 9 in the first half, 9 in the second, finishing with 18 points, 12 for Plummer, 9 for Brian Heel, 8 for O'Brien, and 8 for Mason Dixon, and 6 for Mahone, 5 for Reynolds, and didn't have a big scoring night, did Tommy Reynolds. 3 points for Dan Netto, and that wraps up their scoring, and only collecting 69 here tonight. A hard-fought win, another game that just didn't have a lot of rhythm, and the Wildcats, though, prevail, move to 11-8, Ron, and of course, they go against Castleton. They played him here, winners over them, but Castleton gave him a good game on the road. That should be a tough one.
Yeah, I agree. Castleton's at home. They got all their shooters and everything ready to go. And, you know, Castleton wants this win more than anything. I mean, it's probably the two teams that will be in the conference championship. So this is going to be a battle and a half down in Castleton State.
All right, we'll take a break, come back with our post-game interviews. You're watching the Westbrook College Television Network.
Welcome back to the Findlay Recreation Center. Jay Harper being joined by seniors Andy Lennon and Derek Vogel. Of course, the 1-2 punch once again tonight, as it was last night. 12 points tonight, not as many as last night, but the rebounds, you know, something we found out looking at the stats here. You guys are the co-leading rebounders on the team, averaging 6.1 per game, and had quite a few tonight, Andy.
You know, it just comes down to hustle and the ball bouncing the right way. And, you know, some of them come at the end of the game, but, I mean, that's the time where it's time to get better, and the ball just bounces my way, and I'm in the right place.
Now, of course, the game tonight a little bit chippy later on, and again, not a great flow here against Thomas. You guys fell behind early and had to really scrap your way back in. It seemed like you wore them out. What's been going on the last couple of nights? How are you guys feeling offensively, and is the flow going your way?
I think you said it. I think we wore them down, and that's really our game, to wear the opponent down. So, I mean, we won a second half. 10 minutes into the second half is where we make our run, and I believe that's where we made it today. We were up 20 with about 10 minutes to go, and that's what the coaching staff wants, just wear them down. So in the beginning, we're going to be down, but then we just got to stay composed, and second half is going to go our way because we're going to wear them right down.
All right, Derek Vogel, of course, approaching Matt Hancock's scoring record, 53 shy after tonight's 32 points, matching your number. How is that feeling for you? Getting excited. Everyone says it's the Notre Dame game, and it looks like that's going to fall right on pace. You score another 30 against Castleton, and somewhere about midway in the second half, you should have the record.
Yeah, that's what they tell me, but it'll be fun. I kind of wish it was at home, just so everyone around here that supported us for 3 years since we've been here can witness it, and hopefully they'll all see it when I come back, and we can acknowledge it when I come back. But other than that, I'm just ready to keep playing.
Now, what about the 3,000? I heard you mention that at the beginning of the year, and that's a very realistic goal for you with still some 12 to 13 games after. Are you going to look to push for 3,000? Not actually push, but is that something in your back of your mind you say, I'd like to have that?
Well, when you look at the numbers, I mean, the way we've been playing, our team, Andy always gets me the ball when I need the ball and stuff like that, and it's just something that could happen. You know, just through the flow. Yeah, nothing will be done to try and force it by any means, but if it happens, it happens. It'd be nice.
Speaking of getting him the ball, that dunk tonight, his terrific jam, you said it was a pass. Derek said it was a pass. Was it a pass?
It was a pass. I had no shot attempt, so, I mean, I just threw it back, and he just happened to be there and dunked it.
So you didn't really know he was going to be there. You just threw it up near the basket and hoped that your All-American would take care of you on that one.
I do have eyes in the back of my head, and I did see him, and we made eye contact, and I put it in the right place, and he dunked it.
He has to say it's a pass.
Of course. Now, getting to the dunk, of course, a beautiful dunk there, but early in the game, you get me all excited. I'm getting ready to go here with a big one, and you go up, and what happened?
I got excited, too. I was getting ready to hammer that ball, and my foot just gave out on me, so I figured I better put it in, or Coach will really be upset.
So a big dunk there, another big win, and of course now on the road for 4 games in a row. You had a 9 road game stint. You feeling better about this one with your play, the 2 wins at home, and hopefully getting on a winning streak here. You've only won 3 in a row. That's your biggest streak of the year. You think you guys can extend on that?
I think we're headed in the right direction now. With the addition of Bobby, and then in a couple games we'll get Chris McKinney, who's a great player. I think everything's just going to fall in place for our championship drive, I think. we're ready to go.
All right, congratulations, guys. Great to watch you play, and we look forward to, of course, some more wins and Derek the record. We're getting excited about it, and hopefully the state of Maine is as well as he approaches that 2,678 points. For the two seniors, Derek Vogel, Andy Lennon, my cameraman Steve Poulos, and my partner Ron Crosby, who's already heading over to the little local stop on the way. I'm Jay Harper saying so long. We'll see you again real soon.